Good morning. We're going to hop right in. Today, we're going to do a glute workshop. Glute workshop. And I'm very, very excited. And I want you to really pay attention what we're doing, okay? I am going to show you exactly what to do to target different parts of your glute. Are you ready? So, and I also said, if you're watching this class live, okay, and if you watch this class on repeat, do me a favor. Take a screenshot and tag me, because tomorrow morning, we're going to give a rug away for the ones that came, for the ones that watch, okay? So the first thing you're going to do is start foam rolling, okay? If you don't have a foam roller at home, super, super important, because everything we're going to talk about today is about glutes. Okay, and I really, really need you to understand that if you spend all day sitting, you absolutely need to be foam rolling, okay? Really, really need to be foam rolling. Woo! Yep, that's exactly what. So when we spend all day sitting, we wonder why my butt is looking down. Or why my butt, I'm not feeling strong on my butt. Why I can't actually get to see a big difference on my butt. I love glute classes because glute exercises are so specific. The muscle is so specific. It needs few different things. And today we're going to cover all of them. Okay? So if you did not see the reminder for this live, and you're just watching now while you're busy, while you're preparing for the big storm, there's a big, big storm coming to northeast. Okay, that's a perfect way to wait for the storm, is working out your glutes. So, screenshot, okay? Take a big screenshot, share, tag me, and tomorrow we're gonna pick. Hello. Hi, Mary. Let's go. So the first thing normally when you're thinking about glute workout, so every time you think about lower body, especially if you're targeting the glute, one thing that it's going to sound funny, but I really need you to do it, okay? Thanks for the haircut. So I want you to literally put your hands on the glute, and I want you to feel that if you can contract your glute. Right now, I want you to pay attention and listen to me, okay? I'm going to do a few things, and I'm going to ask you to try. And you're going to try, you're going to say, Isa, I'm not feeling, okay? And then I'm going to ask you to try in a different way. That's why we need to talk. This is very important. And if you're watching this recorder, just put in the comments and I go there and I'll answer the comments for you. But this is very, very important. I want to make sure you know how to contract your glutes. And some people have one stronger glute than another. Like, for example, I can actually feel my glute contracting my right side more than if I actually do on my left, which sounds funny. So what that means is that why can you, for example, feel one glute more than another? In my case, okay, what I have to do in order to make sure both have a great attention is I always start with my left. Because if I start with my left, that means my left is my weakest one. Then I go with my weak, then I'm going to my right. Because when we do single leg stuff, I want to make sure by the time you don't get to the other one, you're not feeling. And everything we do here, I teach you here is to get you closer for a leaner body. So if you're here, you were like, Isa, I want to learn how to have a leaner body. I want to look leaner. I want to feel stronger. That's exactly what we're going to learn here, okay? And there's few concepts that you need to understand this, but right now, I literally want you to stand up, whatever you are, don't care who's walking around, put your hands on your glute, nobody's going to notice if you do this, and try to flex your glute. Try to literally flex your glute. Can you feel it? If you cannot, put in the comments, let me know. Then we do something else. Okay? So thinking about glute activation. What is that, Isa? Imagine that a light has a dimmer switch. Once I increase the dim switch, the lights get brighter. Once I lower, the lights get lower. Our glutes are kind of like that. They need to wake up a little bit. So I'm going to show you a few things that you can do. Okay? I have a bunch of different bands today. I have the old school ankle weights that I'm going to show you how to use it if you have a home. And I have a pair of sliders, but if you have socks, that will work. Yo, let's go. So first thing I want you to do is get a glute blend. Put under your knees, okay? Right here. Make sure you can see me good, yeah. And I want you to put your knees shoulder width apart, and we're always going to hinge a little bit. See, my knees are not moving, just my hip, okay? And from here, you're going to open one side. And when you open, you see my feet moving a little bit. So this bend that I got, I don't feel a lot. So what that means is I'm going to put the band away, and I'm going to get a thicker one. When you buy bands, they come with different resistance, okay? So I'm getting one that challenged me, and I'm going to do it again. Okay, now I'm feeling. So I want you to notice on my feet, okay? And yes, I have different socks. I never match. And I want you to open one side of your leg. And I want you, notice that my hands is literally on my butt. I want you to feel where this exercise is moving. Okay? Because this is what I talk so much about, the mind-muscle connection. The mind-muscle connection. It's about knowing exactly where you're feeling the exercise and being present to pay attention to that. How many times you just start exercise like that? And no wonder we train. We're working so hard. We're pushing ourselves so hard. But we don't see the results we want. So right now, this is not a follow along workout where I do it and you just follow without knowing. This is a workshop. Meaning, I am going to teach you how to feel the exercise. Okay? After this, you're going to do both at the same time. And notice that my feet actually goes on the side a little bit. So right now, I'm feeling my glute. And I want you to focus on this. One thing I want you to notice is my butt's not sticking out that you see a curve. So I'm not on the anterior tip when I turn my hip this way. My hip is tucked in. My ribs are down. And once I start feeling, and it's burning, that's when you're like, okay, I'm starting to feel. Yep. Now I'm going to show you a second glute activation that we can do. Money. Let me push this way. Go lower, because I'm going to do before. We're going to do a glute bridge. Second way. Mo, can you get my phone down a little bit? No, and the handle. The tripod. Yeah. Thank you. That's perfect. So, what you're going to do is you're going to put your heel on the floor. You're going to push that ribs in. If your ribs is flare like this, then you have the space. Okay, I want you to push your hip in, ribs down. From here, you're going to go up and you're going to hold for 5 seconds. And I'm literally hitting my glute because I want to myself start thinking about this glute on my brain to literally acknowledge my glute. I'm going to wait 5 seconds. I'm going to come down. Go up. Wait 5 seconds. Go down. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go down. You're going to do the outside. Tuck this tight. Toes here. Don't be lazy. Ribs down. You go up. I said my left one, instead of do 5, I have to do like 7 seconds. Okay? Or instead of do 4 or 5 reps, I do 5. Why? Because it takes longer for my body. And what I want to here to tell you is, what are you going to do to start paying attention to your body? Is that stop training with music, which just sounds silly in the beginning, but if I'm singing the music and I'm not paying attention to my body, right? What I want you to tell you is start being present on your training. You don't have to be like me that I'm a little becoming obsessed with like, how can I explain this better? How can I, if I change here, how can I explain this better? I went to study how to deliver exercise in an easier way. I went to learn how to do cues, which is how can I explain in one way and they can understand. You don't have to be so obsessed like me. You have to understand is like where I'm feeling. This is what I talk about. Like you need two things in order to start seeing really good results. You need mechanics, which is your posture, okay, where your body is, and you need the mind-muscle connection. Once you put both of them, it's so much easier to start seeing results. It's so much easier to start noticing the change. Today we're doing glutes, but imagine that if you do this through your entire body. Imagine when you start understanding how your body moves, because nobody can do that for you, only you. Okay, now I want you put in the comments or say, hey, I am feeling this, I'm not feeling this, because I want that feedback. And this feedback is going to be awesome on February 3rd on the masterclass that I'm teaching, where I can actually, we're going to go together in a group, and I'm actually going to be interacting with you much, much more, okay? So those are two main, okay, two big mains glute activation that we're going to do. Now I'm going to show you a few different exercises that we're going to do, okay? And I want you, again, I want you to listen, to pay attention, and I want you to try, okay? I'm going to be doing this, and I'm going to ask you to try. Doing this, I'm going to ask you to try. Get a band that challenges you, okay? One thing that's very important before anything. Today we're going to focus a lot on target exercise. Isolation exercise, meaning exercise is going to target your glute. But don't think just doing those exercises, it's enough. The first live we did was on lower body. We did the most important exercise, your foundation exercise. We did split squats, we did squats, we did Romanian deadlift. If you don't have that foundation strong, doesn't matter how many target isolation tiny exercises you're doing, it's not going to be the same. Deal? So you have to build that strong, that's very, very strong foundation. And then do the targeted ones. Now you wondered, I'm only doing those target ones. I'm only doing the ones with the bends. That's why I don't see results. The results that I want, right? Beautiful. Let's go, let's go. So, first one I'm going to do is we're going to do ladder walks. So, I don't have a lot of space here because of my camera. So, I want to show you something. The main mistakes that I see people doing when they do ladder walks, it's putting their legs together so close that the band has no tension. Oh shit moments, right? So, if I'm here, I'm taking a big step, I'm coming back here. Why? Because I have tension. If I take a step here, I don't have tension. So I see a lot of women with this. No tension. No tension. And like letting the band pull them. But instead, we're going to go, athletic position means hinge. See, my knees doesn't move. When I tell people to put their butt down, they do this. The knee goes first. This is all hip. Tuck, ribs in. So now, just by staying here and just screwing my foot on the ground, I feel tension. Feel tension on my quads, feel tension especially on my glutes. And that's what I want you to focus. If you really want that pretty round butt, listen to me. I'm giving the recipe of the round butt. Okay, if you want that perfect round butt, listen to me. Hip in, ribs down. Screw that foot. Dengue, I feel tension. If you do not feel tension, send me a message. We're going to do this together. Okay? Let's take a step, take another one. Step, another one. Look that I don't lose my hip. Hip in. Screwing. tension. And I'm going to be walking like this. But now, check this out. You're going to be walking until you no longer can walk. So if that's 1 minute, for some of my girls, they got to do this for like 60 seconds. I'm already dying here. And I really, really feel what are we doing is, oh, Isa, this is so light. Yes. But what are we doing? And this is very important. If I lose my posture, I won't feel my butt. I need to be in correct posture, correct my muscle connection in order to actually target my glute. Well, I told you, glute is a really funny exercise. Hold on. So that's literally when you stop. Okay, when you're like, I can't take another step. We're not targeting, this is very important. We're not targeting fat loss when we do specific things like that. By using the band, we're making the fibers of your glute work. We're making the fibers of your glute stronger, not work, sorry, stronger. Because imagine this. I was talking to one of my awesome, gorgeous clients yesterday, and she had her knee in a little bit. That means it's because her knee's in a little bit. On the daily basis, she doesn't use the side muscles right here. But by doing exercises to make the exactly spot that she doesn't work during the day stronger, now her butt's going to start changing. Do you have a comment? So many things to pay attention to. What position ready is a game changer. Oh, I'm so happy. Yeah, exactly. It's a lot of things, but I promise, when you start driving, was that a lot of things? It's not driving, it's a lot of things. But once you get it, once you start driving, you're like putting makeup and drive, right? Changing clothes while you drive. I did that a lot. Running from one out to another, okay? But once you pay attention, and that nobody's going to take that from you. And that's the beauty. Once you understand your body, that's your responsibility. Once you understand that body, you can be training by yourself, or you can be training with a trainer next to you. You're still going to have the amazing results. But if you're working out by yourself and you don't know those things, you don't know how to position your body, and then you get a trainer that is next to you but never asks you, where are you feeling this? How are you feeling this? How do you do this? Do you understand that doesn't matter if the best trainer in the world will be next to you? If you don't know what you're doing, it's those oh shit moments that I'm here. I just saw one of my girls this year, and I absolutely love what she does. Absolutely love what she does. She created her own system to put everything in practice. And I actually tell that to everybody. Look what she does. Every time she starts an exercise, if she does that, she does that. She goes from the bottom up. She does ankle, knee, hip, ribs. Get it? So again, she does ankles, rotate, knee out, hip in, ribs in. And then she goes. Okay, we'll create little systems for you like this to make sure you remember all the steps. Just do one, like a checklist. Boom, 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 check. Okay, I'm going to show you another one that you can do. This one, if you do 3 sets of 1 minute, whew, you will feel it. Now, watch my feet. Again, I never match socks. That's one thing you're going to learn about me. Because I swear my dryer eats my socks. I swear. I swear. So now, since I stopped matching socks, my life got so much easier. So bend on your feet. This bend might be a little bit heavy. I'm going to try. This is going to be so hard. When you do it, you're going to feel right here. You're going to look like there's like 2 tennis balls right here, hard. Okay? So let's go. Oh, yeah. Yeah, see, I might need the blue one. Because if it's so hard that you can't move, there's no point. I can't find my black one. Let's go. How do we do? Ankles, knee, hip, ribs. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. Now I'm gonna walk. Can I walk? Can I keep my legs so close that I lose the tension on my bend? Nope. Oh, for Pete's sake. See, I feel right. If you touch this, this is like hard. Let me turn this way so you can see. So, see that much distance I get it? Another one here. Why? Because I have tension. Keep going. Keep going. But keep that ribs in. Keep that butt hard. Because if you keep doing this, I promise, whew, you can go more than that. So I want you to think about this. This one's so much harder. I want you to think about this. The other one's easier. So you did like 1 minute. From there, you're going to hop to this one. And do me a favor, send me a message. And I'll send the screenshot what I wrote today's training. Okay? You're going to from this one for like 40 seconds. No stop. And you're going to do 20-second rest. And you're going to do this 3 times. So what's going to happen? Now, check this out. Now you did 6 minutes. Okay? Now you did 6 minutes non-stop. And I promise, in 1 week, you already start feeling a huge difference on your glute. It's that understanding how to do it. And stop doing the wrong way. Because when you come to me and say, Isa, I'm not seeing the results. I'm training, I'm beating myself up. I'm doing so much things, but I'm not seeing the results. There is an easier way. It's a training smarter. You can learn how to train smarter, and it's something that you learn. Nobody else can do that for you. So now, why I'm doing all those workshops throughout this entire week? Because on February 3rd, I repeat this so many times already. February 3rd, we're doing a masterclass. And if you want to look leaner and feel stronger, not look stronger, feel stronger, feel that you can just grab stuff and walk and move and walk with that beautiful confidence, so that masterclass is for you. You need to come because you need to understand what are the things you are doing that right now are preventing you to see the results you want, preventing you from having the lean body that you want. I'm going to hit the 3 main things that you are doing. Maybe you don't even know. Not maybe. You don't even know you're doing that. It's silly. So like this, things like this, that you're exercising, but you're not using correct mechanics. You're not using my muscle connections. Do you understand that if I do, this is so important. Do you understand that if I do 1 minute of walking like this, ladder walks with the right mechanics, the right mind muscle connection, it's more effective than do a 30-minute booty class that I'm like I'm exaggerating, but I see a lot of women doing booty class like this. Look what happened. If I do this and I curve my back, I'm not targeting my glute, guys. If I tuck in and I lift, this is it. If I keep my tuck, my leg physically cannot go more than here. So when you see people going over here, you already know that they lost their glute contraction. So are those little keys, That's why I said, it's a lot of information. Yeah, it's a lot. Because look, on the masterclass, what we're going to do, I'm going to create a map for you. Create a path, step by step. And you're going to have pen and pencil. And you're going to have your water bottle and pen and pencil ready to go. Because I promise, you invest a little bit of time to learn those things, you're going to take that for the rest of your life. Yeah, I like this. Yeah, those are I call the oh shit moments. When you're like, oh shit, I can't believe I was training so much. And that's the worst for me. And it's not like you're not training. Most of you are training. Most of you are putting the effort, but it's just in the wrong way. But we're done with that. We're absolutely done. So, remember when I said, if you still have at home those old school, anything like that, you could use that. Could use a band. But more important to that is that what I just told you. Once you come and you hinge, tuck the hip in. Not booty stock, tuck the hip in. Ribs down. Isa, how do I put my ribs down? Imagine you coughing. When you cough, your rib goes down. Put your hands here. Cough. Ribs goes down. Another way to learn. I love one of my mentors. He says, belly button to your chest, chest to your belly button. Actually, it's like bell bucket. Imagine that you have a bell bucket to your chest. Right? Look at the difference. Oh, let me get my stick. I like to use my stick to show you this. So imagine that I'm here, my butt sticking out, and I am now putting my belly button to my chest. Look what happened. Whoa! Right? I love those physical cues to show you exactly what to do. So think about this. Another way that I teach you is how to use zip a jacket. You stick your butt in and you zip a jacket. Okay? If you're still having trouble with the top, send me a message or just press request there. We'll go live now and I'll teach you, not teach you. I'll teach you how to do it. Okay? Okay, we start on the ground. There's progressive. You start on the ground, you trying to move your hip on the ground, and then you start by cat and cow, doing cat and cow, and then you do like you do here. Okay? So what I did today, I showed you the correct mechanics to use few glute activation and more targeted glute. I gave you a 7-minute glute workout. Okay? I'm gonna write on my stories. Perfect. I'll write on my stories and you can take a screenshot. Okay. I show you why when we stick our butt out, we don't target the glutes, because now if I stick my butt out, my hamstring is actually stretched instead of my glute. When I'm like this, right? And my abs are actually not engaged. But when I learn how to tuck, now engage my abs, now engage my glutes. We learn how isolation exercises, just the isolation exercise, just the little booty ones are not going to do it. You need foundation exercise. That's why we did the lower body training on Instagram here live. You need your squats, you need your deadlift, you need your split squats, especially. We're obsessed with single leg stuff. You need your single leg deadlifts. You need to create that foundation. Once you create that big foundation, now we go for the isolation. Because what do we want? A pretty round butt. That's what we want. Deal? Miles! I need to send you a message. I'll do it today. Okay? I'm very, very excited. I told you, tomorrow morning, it's all about core. All about core. All about core. And tomorrow morning, I'll tell the giveaway of today's that got a robot. The only thing you need to do, if you're watching this live, take a screenshot right now. Okay? If you're watching recorded, Sunday morning, so you have the whole Saturday. This is Saturday, 29th. You have the whole Saturday, January 29th, to take that screenshot and post and tag me, okay? Once you do, tomorrow morning during the abs, we're going to pick the person that had the most love, that shared what they learned. Just share the love. Invite more people. If this live helped you, invite more people. Let's create this big training smart movement to help women how to train in a much easier way, in a much smarter way, so they can get closer to their lean body, so they can get to their lean body one step away every day, so they can build that body that will make leaner gets easier. Make that body that burns fat while we're sitting. And we're going to talk more about that on February 3rd on a masterclass. I'm very happy, very excited. I'll see you today. I want to see the screenshot. Send me a message if you have any question, absolutely any question about what I taught today. And let's go from there. Yeah. Come on,